recital, pistol pack a messiah, obliterate a rhymer, purifying with fire. Prior to my arrival, I was shy and frightful until I rose hell and stood tall like Goliath. Metaphorically, murder these rappers orally, obese morbidly with the flow. As how I normally smother these fraudulent rap artists who pop garbage. I blow them out the game like a fucking Nintendo cartridge. That's not the half of it, pulling strings like a mandolin. You couldn't fathom the ramifications of my manuscript. Spit it like the wick on the end of a lit candlestick. If left unattended, the results could be disastrous. I'm hazardous, a walking blood-borne pathogen. Get off from bringing pain to the game, call me a masochist. If I'm not a borderline goat, then I'm a candidate. Any list without me on it should get an asterisk. Don't push me, I'm on the borderline. Who wants beef? For any foe of mine. No time for half-stepping, I'm on that ass on sight when it comes to mine. Don't cross the borderline. Don't push me, I'm on the borderline. Who wants beef? For any foe of mine. No time for half-stepping, I'm on that ass on sight when it comes to mine. Don't cross. I'm blitzing the opposition like Aaron Donald. My persona is the Unabomber dressed as Obama. Calm as the Dalai Lama, brandishing a rocket launcher. The Konami code from Contra couldn't save you from the chopper. I'm an anomaly, honestly as a novelist, you couldn't rival this intensity I'm bringing. A verbal onslaught for any rapper. Put the nail in his coffin, he's no longer a factor. I thought I told you on Paradise how I regulate. Reloaded the rifle, I'm back to set the record straight. Any rapper rhyming with me became a dinner plate. Coming with that Kevlar flow, you can't penetrate. If you're the sickest alive, then I'm the carcass of Edgar Allan getting his tan on in the tropics. Lyrically, I'm known to keep Romo in the pocket. If a rapper gets out of pocket, I won't hesitate to cock it. Don't push me, I'm on the borderline. Who wants beef? For any foe of mine. No time for half-stepping, I'm on that ass on sight when it comes to mine. Don't cross the borderline. Don't push me, I'm on the borderline. Who wants beef? For any foe of mine. No time for half-stepping, I'm on that ass on sight when it comes to mine. Don't cross. Needles.
Just got your asses whipped by a bunch of goddamn nerds. Nerds!
Dirty needles, hair case like Ocho Cinco. I'm the nerdy Negro with a slightly inflated ego. It's the head honcho with a fetish for painting bitches eggshell white like Pablo Picasso, Bukaki at a brothel. I'm hostile, I'm the opposite of docile. Poetical pastor, the pulpit is where I push the gospel. 6 million ways to off you, let me count. 357 just by word of mouth. Get it? 3, 5, 7? No. When I pull it, the bullet is in the message. I'm not a gangster and believe me when I tell you I bury you in a spot where a canine couldn't smell you. I'm brain damaged, I'm insane with great talent. I'm one slice of ham away from a made sandwich. I thought the shit starter inside of me was gone until he came back and caught me off guard. James Harden. We're the nerdiest bunch on that elite rap. You claim you're better than us, we don't believe that. It's the revenge of the nerds, flipping these nouns and these verbs, and we demand to be heard, best believe that. I'm rap's remarkable, most unmarketable asshole. God, I'm such a Richard, is what I'm often told. I'll verbally unload faster than Chris Calico. The arsonist artistically burned down the show. I'm not a fucking horse, but I get your girl to saddle up on my face for some verbal intercourse. Now run for it, I run forms in circles like NASCAR, but when I drop bars, it's known to go left. What the fuck did you expect? I miss the needles, the walking abortion is back in effect. Step up and catch this fade like a crew cut. I'm Grant Hill with that blue steel, keeping my dukes up. So if you keep popping off at the mouth as if you're Tupacalypse, I'ma sock you in it. Mike Tyson uppercut, one punch, I'll lift you out of your tube socks. Now watch me put you in your place like Jonathan and Drew Scott. Now with the greatest of ease, I'm off in these illiterate MCs, and I'm passing it off to Liz Reez.
Easy breezy, beautiful, the natural pearl, huh? I'm the reason you better run for cover, girl. Authentic genetic makeup is what you get. You're synthetic, bout as real as the internet, pathetic, yo. I come hectic, annihilate, and set the record straight. Please reiterate for those Negroes illiterate, Elizabeth elaborate, but keep the motif brief. You can't compete, I'm too unique, you're too petite. You need relief like EBT. Appreciate the deviation, the septum. Except if you trying to depreciate my inner sanctum. Get on my spectrum or get sanctioned. Cooperate while I operate. You know the deal, I cop a field and copulate. Unprotected, no contraception, lethal injection. Me and dirty needles would love to leave you infected. We make more than you earning, we create and take stock. Both ends burning while you yearning for opportunity to knock. Word to Charlemagne for keeping it on lock and saying shit truthfully, brutally. There's nothing new to me, indubitably. Emergence of higher learning, revenge of the nerds. Extended version, beware the insurgents. Resist the urge, emerge like virgins flirting. And die hard with a vengeance, relentless. I rip your dreams to pieces, go to sleep and dream about it peacefully. The greatest of ease, leaving you in ecstasy. There's nothing next to see, press repeat.
We're the nerdiest bunch on that elite rap. You claim you're better than us, we don't believe that. It's the revenge of the nerds, flipping these nouns and these verbs, and we demand to be heard, best believe that. We're the nerdiest bunch on that elite rap. You claim you're better than us, we don't believe that. It's the revenge of the nerds, flipping these nouns and these verbs, and we demand to be heard, best believe that. Yeah. Yeah. Needles. I was a corpse, risen dead from the grave, dusting my shoulders off, mud falling down to the ground, while I sneer and scoff, coughing from the residue these hecklers spew. Looking at me with their arms crossed like, who the fuck is you? Mr. Needles, dirty that is, I came to murder every single show I book with an aura reeking of confidence. These novice novelists couldn't draw up an illustration from a picture-perfect mosaic of crowd participation. Like me, it's highly unlikely, a tad bit overconfident bitch I might be. When I walked up to the microphone, I felt like God Almighty. The camera started rolling, what happened next was unsightly. I drew a blank in my memory bank. Everything I wrote a week before just withered away, fumbling my rhyme. If I could describe it, be disastrous, and I promise this won't be the last you hear of Lazarus. I let mistakes of the past poison my veins. For this lifestyle I given my soul for a name. If I ever fall like the leaves in autumn or rain, I'ma rise like I'm Lazarus, witness the greatness. I'm up, they front it, you doubt it, but I run it, and I'm here, I'm chosen, I'm favored, it's over. Anxiety had me up against the turnbuckle, throwing every punch I could muster. I'm brawling with bloody bare knuckles, but in the midst of this incident, only gibberish is flying out of my mouth like spittle, sounding illiterate. Shit, someone is filming it. I can't believe this happened, I'm really elite at rapping. I'm usually a beast of snapping, no cap. I'm about that action on tracks, I'm a fucking assassin. I rap when I'm right old passion, now I'm left confused and asking, why is doubt forsaking me? My heart is aching, making it impossible to breathe. It's taken me forever to achieve this level of prestige. You better believe I'm not leaving without my self-esteem. Nope. If I should die upon the stage tonight, I pray the Lord will spare my life and bring me back with a stronger appetite. As a monstrous rapper, call me King Ghidorah, climbing out of the fucking grave without a Ouija board. I let mistakes of the past poison my veins. For this lifestyle I given my soul for a name. If I ever fall like the leaves in autumn or rain, I'ma rise like I'm Lazarus, witness the greatness. I'm up, they front it, you doubt it, but I run it, and I'm here, I'm chosen, I'm favored, it's over. You better know it's the wickedest poet. My veins are pumping full of hope, I'm here to seize the moment. Like Don McClurkin, I fell and rose again to handle my opponent. I was about to quit until something told me to keep going. I got the heart of a fighter mixed with the roar of a lion, a hybrid of Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant. Nothing could stop him except for a fucking coffin, and even then, my spiritual form could cause a problem. Dirty Needles is an underdog, but with the attitude of a winner, achieving everything you said I couldn't do. Trucking forward like the 150 through any obstacle. Winning is the motto and failure is impossible. I'm coming back with a vengeance. I'm strapped with a bunch of raps, garnering claps and daps from niggas in attendance. Before I finish, let me end it with this. I was born to move the crowd, and don't you ever forget. I let mistakes of the past poison my veins. For this lifestyle I given my soul for a name. If I ever fall like the leaves in autumn or rain, I'ma rise like I'm Lazarus, witness the greatness. I'm up, They front it, you doubt it, but I run it, and I'm here, I'm chosen, I'm favored, it's over. Let's get it. What in the onomatopoeia? He's spitting it kinda feverish. The crowd is in a frenzy. I'm bringing him to a fever pitch. Either his English is ether or he's a demon sent from underneath. But now he's on some medieval shit. Can you believe it? Many tried denying him. The only thing it did was fuel the fire inside of him. Write another rhyme again. Every line is inspiring. They went from turning a blind eye to dick riding them. Pause. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I aspire to be more than a battle rap star in the making. I'm paving the way forward. I came a long way from ciphering on the corner. Now I'm up and onward, and only God can stop him. And since he's in my corner, you haters don't have an option. Quit your yip yapping and talking. If you can't spit better than this, then button your lip and keep on. If I ain't feeling you, ain't no way I'm frontin' like I do. And I ain't fucking with you lame dudes. Stay true, sticking to the script just like glue. If I ain't feeling you, ain't no way I'm frontin' like I do. And I ain't fucking with you lame dudes. Stay true, sticking to the script just like glue. I forgot to mention one more thing. From the abdomen, it's how I craft a mean 16. A gut feeling. When I'm pinning, I'm envisioning tyranny like a Bond villain. With no money involved, it's all God driven. I read a tweet that said, nobody gave a shit about a lyric if the beat was speaking to the inner spirit. So I took it in stride and came back with a dangerous rap and a banging track. Thank for that. How I take the criticism and use it as ammunition on anyone's opinion. Loaded up the Ruger in the backseat of an Uber, giving a new definition to respect the fucking shooter. Lyrically that he is, I'm trying to murder every single beat I mingle with. Gunpowder residue all on my fingertips. Anything less than a homicide is meaningless. And what I mean, I ain't feeling you. Ain't no way I'm frontin' like I do. And I ain't fucking with you lame dudes. Stay true, sticking to the script just like glue. If I ain't feeling you, ain't no way I'm frontin' like I do. And I ain't fucking with you lame dudes. Stay true, sticking to the script just like glue. Feeling you, frontin' like I do. Lame dude. Stay true, sticking to the script just like glue. Feeling you, frontin' like I do. Lame dude. Stay true, sticking to the script just like glue. Feeling you, frontin' like I do. Lame dude. Stay true, sticking to the script just like glue. Yeah. Let's take it back. Take it back. I sit and reminisce on playing my Nintendo 64. Chilling out in the living room, relaxing on the floor, while my mama's in the kitchen cooking up some food galore, telling me to pause the game and go back to doing my chores. In a little bit I said, she started seeing red, then she replied, shut it down before I go upside your head. I was fuming, I couldn't believe it, I couldn't fathom I was this close to defeating Ganon and saving the planet. Instead, this woman wanted me to set the table, as if I was the only able-bodied man available. I looked up at my father and I heard him utter, no talking back, pull up your slacks and go and help your mother. So I did it, begrudgingly, reluctantly I sauntered in. The smell of fried chicken had my empty stomach grumbling. She told me get your grandmama's china out of the cupboard, then pull the cornbread out of the oven, check it and butter it. Make sure you smother it, you know just how I like it. And even though my doctor said I need to change my diet, I'll worry about it later, let's just focus on tonight. Cholesterol be damned, I'm gonna savor every bite. If I could take it back in the day when I was 17, playing GoldenEye with the homies and living carefree. I had a poster of Sable up on my door. Life was so simple with Nintendo 64. With my N64, life was so simple with my N64. I had a poster of Sable up on my door. Life was so simple with Nintendo 64. 17 with raging hormones rushing inside of me. This girl that I was eyeing was more than likely the catalyst of a wet dream I had about fucking on in a Cadillac. Her name was Tammy, her ass was fatter than Albert Jack. I had to have her, it didn't matter when and where it could happen. If the result was me smashing it from the back with raw passion, in the end it was worth the risk. Until my mom found out and literally lost her shit. See, Tammy called the house one day, frantically panicking, claiming she was late on her period. Now I'm scrambling. Mom never hung up the phone after I answered it. Heard the conversation in full, she couldn't handle it. That's when she yelled, I should beat your ass for this. Jeopardize a promise and future over a bitch. You got a lot of nerve bringing that girl up in my house while I'm busting my ass at work. You here humping on my couch? Get out. Then I replied, you don't have the room to talk. Mom, you got pregnant with my sister out of wedlock. She slapped me and my jaw dropped. My father intervened. He said you need to leave before this turns into a murder scene. If I could take it back in the day when I was 17, playing GoldenEye with the homies and living carefree. I had a poster of Sable up on my door. Life was so simple with Nintendo 64. With my N64, life was so simple with my N64. I had a poster of Sable up on my door. Life was so simple with Nintendo 64. Memories of a 98 state of mind is engraved in my brain in such a way I don't think words can explain. When I got my first pair of AIs my mom bought me, a couple of weeks after this gift, we weren't talking. After the incident, we could have hashed our differences, but pride is such a hell of a drug. Take a sniff of it. Nothing is sobering more than knowing your reason for your whole being could be taken away at any given moment. I'm in a hospital room, seeing my mom laying down in her gown while the family stands around praying for a miracle. Situation is critical. I'm not much of a spiritual dude, but I believe in you, Ida. You taught me that the devil was a liar. Fuck this heart attack, you'll survive it cause you're a fighter. She woke up from a slumber, asked everybody to leave, except for you, Robert, come closer and talk to me. She said, I'm not sure if I have much time left, and the only certainty we have in this life is death. I just wanna let you know at one point I was your age. Why do you think I pushed so hard for you to be great? Cause I was in your shoes, a similar position, until I messed up with a life-altering decision. I don't regret your sister, and I'm sure things would be different if instead of being a teenage mom, I chose Princeton, but I didn't. I praise God every day that you're my kid. I don't wanna see you make the same mistake that I did. I know you probably feel like parents don't understand. Just try to stay 17 for as long as you can. If I could take it back, when I was 17. If I could take it back, to living carefree. I'm pacing back and forth aimlessly as I replay it in my head on how it came to be. Now I'm waiting in the living room impatiently. I'm looking back on the night we lived dangerously. You walked out of the bathroom stoically, and I was frozen, dumbfounded in disbelief. I hope the test you're holding isn't accurate, cause we're too young for the added stress of having a kid. In my mind, I saw my life flash before my eyes. Any aspiration of mine, I had to push it to the side. Notice how I said mine instead of ours. I was selfish, thinking of myself with no regard for your feelings, as if they didn't matter. My only concern was making it big as a rapper, and the fact of the matter is, I wasn't ready for any of it. Being a father is enough for discussion. Fuck, my life is shattered into pieces, scattered over the floor. Shattered something in me I've never broken before. Shattered, I'm feeling my life rip at the seams. I'm trying to rise above it, but every one of my dreams was shattered into pieces, scattered over the floor. Shattered something in me I've never broken before. Shattered, I'm feeling my life rip at the seams. I'm trying to rise above it, but every one of my dreams. She started hyperventilating. In the back of my head I'm navigating how to get out of this situation in one piece. That's when I heard her screamed, I'll be damned if you place the weight of the blame on me, nigga. Nobody put a gun to your head and forced you to run up in it raw without any proper decorum. How can you preach about black life and its importance in the same breath coerce me into having an abortion? I can't stomach what I heard right now. What happened to the boy who promised he would hold me down? I said boy cause I'm not seeing a man right now. In actuality you sound like a goddamn clown. My life is ruined. I felt like a part of me just died. I don't wanna be a mother before I become a bride. You knew the consequences approaches and you still came aside. Well, I promise me and my baby will be just fine. Shattered into pieces, scattered over the floor. Shattered something in me I've never broken before. Shattered, I'm feeling my life rip at the seams. I'm trying to rise above it, but every one of my dreams was shattered into pieces, scattered over the floor. Shattered something in me I've never broken before. Shattered, I'm feeling my life rip at the seams. I'm trying to rise above it, but every one of my dreams shattered. Fast forward 2 months, we're still in the midst of trying to handle this new responsibility thrusted upon us. I look at your stomach and wonder if it's a son or a daughter. Deep down I'm not overjoyed on becoming a father. Just being honest, I know it sounds fucked up in a sense. These are the thoughts of a kid having a kid. I wasn't prepared mentally nor financially, and now I'm supposed to know how to take care of a family. Then I remembered how my father persevered. He could have tucked tail and ran, but he stayed right here. And I swear on everything, I'm following in his footsteps. For you, I would give anything, even my last breath. Then I remembered that night I got the call, and I felt as if I crashed head on into a brick wall. That's when she told me I no longer had to worry. I don't know how else to say it, I just miscarried. Kidding me right now? You serious? Nah, man. Shattered into pieces, scattered over the floor. Shattered something in me I've never broken before. Shattered, I'm feeling my life rip at the seams. I'm trying to rise above it, but every one of my dreams was shattered into pieces, scattered over the floor. Shattered something in me I've never broken before. Shattered, I'm feeling my life rip at the seams. I'm trying to rise above it, but every one of my dreams shattered. You ever wake up feeling hollow when you wallow in your sorrows, and the remedy for it is at the bottom of a pill bottle? I guess it's just me then. Peeping my therapist, scribble out a prescription for a pill I can't pronounce while I'm lying on her couch. I've cried so many times I'm starting to lose count. Every tear is like a weight being lifted. Wrestling my inner demons with a broken spirit. Sound familiar? I'm suffering from deja vu. I was in this place before and I made it through. Imagine being bombarded with feeling hopeless and spending every moment just going through the motions. Wondering if God heard the prayer you sent about giving you the strength to fight the monster within. It's tearing me apart limb by limb, and shit hasn't been the same since I lost my best friend.
I don't wanna live my life to get by.
Can't do it.
I don't wanna live my life just to die.
Can't do it.
If you got something to lift me when I'm so somber, I'm empty. 'Cause I can't and I won't live my life just to die.
Shit hasn't been the same since I lost my best friend. I'm still coping with the fact I'll never see her again. It's like a reoccurring theme whenever I dream about her. An unsettling scene, I seem to be overpowered with a melancholy feeling from trying to move on without her. Will I ever be emotionally grounded? I highly doubt it. My heart will not allow it. Somehow I lack the prowess of pulling myself up out of this abyss. Now I'm looking at my therapist, wondering how can I move forward. A change is gonna come and it's waiting around the corner. But for now, I'm just gonna live in this somber moment. No pill can fix grief, no matter how strong the dosage. Still I smile on the outside, but when you dig beneath the surface, you'll find that's where the truth lies. If you only knew about my fucking journey through the jungle, you'll learn to appreciate life.
I don't wanna live my life to get by.
Can't do it.
I don't wanna live my life just to die.
Can't do it.
If you got something to lift me when I'm so somber, I'm empty. 'Cause I can't and I won't live my life just to die.
If you only knew about my fucking journey through the jungle, you'll learn to appreciate life. And it sounds like wonderful insight, and somehow I lack the know-how of following my own advice. Well, fuck that, I need to vent right now. I'm feeling anxious, too hyper to write this down, but I'll try it. I spent most of my life sitting quiet, dying on the inside and suffering in silence. Cancer tried to steal my mama, a fucking stroke tried to kill my father. And you wonder why I'm feeling somber? I walk around with an attitude like, why bother? 'Cause I'm tired of being viewed as a joy robber. I'm sick of pretending, I'm sick of the lie. I'm sick of saying I'm fine when I'm not alright. I had enough of the acting as if nothing is happening. I can no longer mask it, I'm this close to snapping. I'm somber, nigga. Somebody help me out. If I don't fix it, I'm a goner, nigga. Somebody help me out, Lord help me out.
I don't wanna live my life to get by.
Can't do it.
I don't wanna live my life just to die.
Can't do it.
If you got something to lift me when I'm so somber, I'm empty. 'Cause I can't and I won't live my life just to die.
Enjoy life. It's life is too short to get bogged down, to be discouraged, or you have to keep moving. You have to keep going. Put one foot in front of the other, smile, and just keep on rolling.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a life that's better than yours, as told by J. Cole. I'm engaged with an inner tug of war. While my mind is weary, my heart is strong, and I'm riding along until the wheels fall off. You only get one life, and I'ma live it to the fullest. I could have been dead, gunned down with a bullet, and I should have been dead the night I tried to OD on Tylenol 3, but the Most High had a different plan for me. See, music is my rap city. From the days of Joe Claire on Rap City, peeling the packaging off of my first rap CD. This is more than just a hobby, rap's in me. My source of breathing, I'm leaving these words of meaningful meaning. I'm bleeding my being in this ink pen, and you can feel it deep within your bones. When I bear my soul on a song, my heartbeat is at one with the metronome. It's the awakening, the awakening, the awakening.
Here's a little story that must be told.
I woke up early on my born day, blessing.
Here's a little story that must be told.
I woke up early on my born day.
Yo, I had a dark cloud hovering above me, and I couldn't escape it. Depression just stripped me naked, and it had me shaking. I'm praying, I just reached my breaking point. I couldn't take it, I was face to face with a strange voice, and it was telling me to take an inventory of the blessings that surrounded me and who should get the glory. He gave you the gift of poetry for a reason, and a woman that could make life a song worth singing. I look around, there's no denying that I'm blessed, and there's people in this world that'll be happier with less. This pepper goatee I'm wearing with a badge of honor, 'cause most of my partners didn't live to see college. Tomorrow isn't promised, I'm on my grind, I'm not stopping. Failure is never an option, you better proceed with caution. Some days I'm up and others I'm bunkered down in the trenches. No matter what life pitches my way, I'm fucking swinging for the fences. It's the awakening, the awakening, the awakening.
Here's a little story that must be told.
I woke up early on my born day, a blessing.
Here's a little story that must be told.
I woke up early on my born day.
Needles. I gotta make it. I didn't come this far to lose. I paid my dues and now I'm ready. I walk through the valley of the shadow of death with my machete, and I'm swinging till there's no one left. Standing in the way of my goal and with one last breath, I spoke it into existence. I'm here to claim what's mine, and God blessed me with the gift of persistence. I'm equipped with blind faith that's unmovable, and I'll be damned if I waste away in this cubicle. I walk alone on a lonely road with no fear. Through insurmountable odds, I must persevere. I rap as if my fucking life depended on it. Being an artist is all that I wanted, and I gotta make it.
Can't hold me down. I won't stop till it comes around. They can tell me no, but I'm gonna make it on my own.
It all started back in '94. I felt the weight of the world was pinning me down on the ground as if the police were frisking me. I tried getting up, but something just took a hold of me and molded me into the person that I would grow to be. I started writing my entire life inside of that binder. Those spirals attached felt like barbed wire. Nothing could tear the pages away from me. I'm enamored with giving it all I have when it comes to honing my craft. If I practice what I've written in the mirror every single night, I might have a chance of being different from these people who gave up out of fear of failure. I'm sorry, giving up isn't part of my character. I gotta make it.
Can't hold me down. I won't stop till it comes on my own.
Here I stand at the ripe old age of 30-something, but I rap with the hunger of a young Tim Duncan. I power forward through all the trials and tribulations I've endured. Young Simba became a king the minute I hit record. I had a deal and lost it. I couldn't deal with losses, and now I'm grinding on my own way, feeling lossless. I used to give a fuck, and now I give a fuck less. I'm drowning the disbelievers who discourage the process. I wrote this for the old heads on the globe. Never put an age restriction over a goal. I'm Kobe with the shot, either I make it or I don't. At least I know I gave everything in my soul, and I gotta make it.
Can't hold me down. I won't stop till it comes around. They can tell me no, but I'm gonna make it on my own. To figure out that you're lost someday, come to see that you go your own way. It's hard to make it to the top these days, but I'm gonna make it. I carry on just doing my thing, wait for the phone to ring, making it with all the joy it brings, 'cause I'm gonna make it.
I wrote this for the old heads on the globe. Never put an age restriction over a goal. I'm Kobe with the shot, either I make it or I don't. At least I know I gave everything in my soul, and I gotta make it.
Well, alright now. Well, alright now. Yeah. Yo. I never been the type of guy that you'd wanna cross. You could die, you won't survive like Diana Ross. I ran him off, left my shoe in his ass though, and now I'm shoeless, looking like an asshole. Son, I do this. Rappers couldn't match the wits. Make a fat bitch truffle shuffle and I slap her tits. Pass a fist, catch a fist from a massive prick before I punch him in the mouth with a hand of shit. Your man's a snitch in the precinct taking selfies, beat up by a fat guy, so much for being healthy. Heaven help me, I can't stop sinning like a fucking damn pop, then I can't stop swimming. Your fam not winning cause your plan not hitting, and nobody wanna hear what you damn got spitting. Man, I'm different, so these rappers never want smoke, cause they know I light they ass on fire if they got jokes.
When I grabbed the mic, I felt the surge within me like a blast of light. Overtook my soul, broke me out of my comfort zone. I know this was a poem that I had to write, cause some of y'all been down on my talent, thought I was slacking and didn't know exactly all the mental battles that I had to fight. For many years, my inspiration was dead, but with this verse, I brought it back to life. So I'm regaining the passion that I once had as word by word. I start raising a Fahrenheit. Now the game's oversaturated with snakes that only want the fame, and they put a facade just to get on. That ain't hip-hop, cause we take off. If you slick talk, you get annihilated. Nah, homie, you violated, get killed off. You still soft, I'm still wrong, you outdated. From here on, when I'm only attacking without warning, I'm not slowing up, backing down for no one. This is my moment, I'm loading up conscious lead inside of my poems. Every verse is a shot to the head, mind-blowing.
I treat the beat like I treat an MC that's disrespectful, with bars sharper than a tungsten needle piercing metal. I spit fire, you don't want no smoke. Like Jack Pearson crossed me, yeah, that's inevitable. I crush mics like eagles over this instrumental. You mental midgets got nothing intellectual to spit. I'm like a Smith & Wesson 357 with endless hollow tips. Your plexical burris and don't know what a trigger is. Think you're killing it, but sound ridiculous like Christian Swisher script. Misinterpreted, was meant to be figurative, literally ignorant. You make no sense, like no one's feeling it. Your fast food rhymes are trash, the way you deliver it. Society's been sensitized like a clitoris. After climax, the First Amendment is syphilis. Can't speak your mind nowadays, your brain is missing. Might have missing a few screws, David Blade is a menace.
Hold my beer, no corona, the flow is COVID, the wait is over. When verse dispersed from the arsenal, we turn a rapper into an organ donor. Dead on arrival, one snap of the finger, there's no chance for survival. I'm Thanos to this rap game, an alter beast unleashed as I rise from the grave. If I were you, I'd be afraid, since my DNA is of the war god Callisto and Zeus made. I'm Super Saiyan, flowing on air like Kakarot. Show up to your crib in all black, new Cybok. That little rhyme, you ain't my way, was a nice shot. Too bad it's telegraphed and I saw it coming like Psylocke. This guy ain't no motherfucking MC. I know everything he's gonna say against me. He's so corny, he sounds like he 40. European is jack shit, just shove it, suppository. My motivation was never about the cabbage. I'm better than average and I carry on without the extra baggage. Stop the madness, ever since this black boy met the planet, I've been murdering motherfuckers, I've been savage. Needles.